Hello, Matty coming at you with another Planet Coaster episode. Thank you for joining me, welcome to the video, and welcome to the most impractical, unbelievable, unrealistic park in the world. I bet you're all wondering, like, how long could I keep that going for then? I almost forgot what I was going to say. I almost went off to start saying something else because of how long I left it. But anyways, let's crack on. So we've got some new names on the board. So we've got Tommy P, Unknown Games, Mavs Fan 4 and Tentrika. So let's hop into the park. So let's walk down the entrance way. Let's go through the entrance. Whoa, too far. I hit the tree. Right. Let's go over here. So the first thing you may notice is we now have the Avengers Tower, suggested by Johnny Bear 84. And what I've done is I've actually put another ride on top of this chairlift that actually then goes up to the Avengers Tower. And the guests can get out up here and then come and have a look at these viewpoints. So thank you for that suggestion, Johnny Bear. Let's come down here. Let's hop out the queue and over here. And then Mavs Fan 4 has made some amazing signs for me. I mean, look at that. It's awesome. I love it. It's amazing. So around the world in almost but not quite 80 minutes. It's perfect for what I wanted. And then over here we have got this absolute monstrosity of a ride sign for a Song of Ice and Fire. It's so big. It's so unrealistic. It's ace. I love it. But one thing Mavs Fan did say to me is that it would probably need some kind of support. Now, I'm sorry, Mavs Fan, but I respectfully disagree. Because if you actually look, this branch here is actually holding it up on this tree. So, now that is completely realistic. It doesn't defy the laws of gravity at all. So it's fine, don't worry about it. Being held up by a tree. But let's go back around here. Let's go past Rick. Never gonna give you up. Let's go past Planet Zoo. Hey Tommy CM. Breaking the fourth wall there. Oh, plugs. Like and subscribe. Oh, there you go. Like and subscribe. Join the Discord. Right, and we come down here. So I moved Clock Tower over there. And then we've got our first new ride here. We've got the Tunnel of Love. The sign was made by Tentrika. This was on the workshop. And I love it. Absolutely love it. And then I put Swift Drifters ride here. Now the reason I put that there is because I'd like you guys to kind of like give me a theme for that ride there. So something daft. And I'm on 81% currently, and we've got this area left here, so possibly maybe a couple of flat rides or something. And I could also potentially put another flat ride there, because that was only supposed to be a placeholder originally. Let's go through the loop of the coaster. And one thing that I don't have in the park yet, which I'm actually a little bit disappointed about, no one has actually suggested it, is any kind of go-kart ride. So maybe if you want to come up with like maybe a daft go-kart ride, that'd be a good idea. But let's go past the Floor is Lava, past Singing in the Rain, and we've got our new coaster here, which is Deep Blue Sea. So let's go for a hop on this. The stats aren't actually too bad. The G-forces are a bit high, but that'd be fine. Don't worry about it. And let's go for a ride of this. Come on, people. Times are wasting. There we go. So we've got the sharks at the bottom there. Now, I know what you're all thinking. Matty, you literally make the best coasters in the world. I know. I know. I have clearly mastered making coasters. If anybody would ever like me to design a coaster for them, by all means just come to me, because clearly I am so good at them. FYI, I am being extremely sarcastic here. Please don't think that I'm being very arrogant and vain. That ride is appalling. I am aware of that. If anybody's ever seen the YouTube video, like coming up with the really big bloke who kind of like runs off the pier and then into the water, and then as he lands in the water it makes that tiny little plop sound. That's almost kind of like what I imagine when they actually hit the water there. It'd be like this great big splash, but they just go plop as they go in. So, yeah. Right, and then let's have a walk over to the Tunnel of Love. And let's go for a ride of this. Let's hope we get the right one straight away, which does not. There we go. Let's go for a look forward. Let's... Come on people, hurry up. There we go. Right, enjoy the point of view. So, of course, there's only very minimal theming in there. I am fully aware that that is not the greatest thing in the world. I did just kind of like just throw it together. I didn't spend a massive amount of time making that. It was just like kind of more for what I needed to do. Nothing in this park has been done seriously with me putting like kind of loads and loads of effort into it. It has all just been obviously a joke, so I could do like a ride of like kind of this kind of description a lot better than what that was. But there we go, so there are all the changes. So let's have a look at the comments for the previous week. So what shall we have a ride on this time as we wait while we read the comments? Let's go. Now, last episode I said we would actually go for a ride of this, but we never did. I mean, is anyone even coming on this? It's had 6 guests in the last month, so yeah, not masses of people. So let's go for a orbit point of view. Let's just change that car to that front one. Let's zoom it out a bit. Right, and let's have a look at these comments for the previous episode. So once again, I haven't got my phone ready, which is handy. Oh, only 7 comments on this one. So this one won't take too long. So, Johnny Bear 84 says, the clock tower thingy looks amazing. No new suggestions for this one. I want to see what, if anything, comes from my previous one first. Maybe use the clock tower instead of what I said before, or not. Quite curious to see which way you go. Well, Johnny Bear, I put the Avengers Tower in. So, Theme Park Thrills says, so build a Woody and theme it to a steel shop, because why not? Or, I'll give you something a little more realistic. Build a racing coaster with one side as an invert and one side as a sit-down, but theme each side to 2 polar opposite things, who knows what. And add me on the air thing at Thought Park Resort, so I kind of live there now. I'll see what I can do, but obviously we are now starting to run out of room, so... Silex says, I have the feeling that the guests like the shops more than the attractions. I don't think you're half wrong there, Silex, to be honest. PJB Studio says, amazing episode again. Thank you. Make a firework-themed drop tower with fireworks and Catherine wheels. The spinning mouse coaster looked really well themed. Really liking the adventure area. Oh, thank you. Dan's Theme Park says there's loads of suggestions and almost no room left. No challenge this week because I think the series is almost finished. Yeah, I actually think you're right, to be honest, Dan. I think maybe 1 or 2 more episodes left, potentially. Possibly. It's going to be a bit of a shorter series, this one, I'm afraid. And then Tommy CM says, haha, thanks for putting in the coaster with no supports. The park actually looking really good. Thank you. And Diamondite, who I will have a spotlight on one of his parks coming out next week, says, another great episode. The irony in putting the lava and water ride next to each other is great. My next suggestion is build a boxing ring, good luck, and put a rock in the middle of it, and then put a sign saying Rocky the Monument. You can also add a vista point so the guests interact with it. Now, Diamondite, that I really do like that idea, so yeah, I will definitely do a boxing ring somewhere. But that's it for the comments this time. There wasn't lots of views, but not many comments. So there's still like more people in various discords that I'm in that I would maybe like them to try and give me some suggestions, just so we can kind of like grow this list of names. My aim was to kind of like try and have it about halfway down here by the time it was finished. I mean, obviously we've got about 30 names there at the moment, but I want more. I'm greedy. But thank you ever so much for joining me. I'm hoping you're enjoying this series. I'm disappointed that it's coming to an end, but all good things must come to an end, I'm afraid. But thank you ever so much for joining me. Stay safe, take care. I will see you next week for another episode. Just a bit of a heads up, there may be a bit of a slowdown in content on the channel over the upcoming weeks, just because I'm working on a park for a contest submission. So that's going to be taking up quite a lot of my time as well. But thank you ever so much. I will see you next week. Take care. Goodbye.